Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Wilkes University basketball here on the John Mendola Show YouTube. It is the Wilkes University Colonels and the University of Scranton Royals, undefeated Royals with Coach Carl Danzig. Starting lineup for the Royals of Jackson Danzig, Jack Brockett, Logan Bailey, Matthew Mancuso, and Kyle DeVerna. And then for the Colonels, they're going to see an injury today. Rob Pecorelli unable to suit up, got the boot on. So you're going to have Mark Mullins, Marcus Robinson, Tommy Bowen, Connor Evans, and Clay Basiliga will also start here this afternoon for these two. Get ready to tip it off here for the cross-county challenge between Wilkes and the Royals. So controlled by the Colonels. Once bitten this year, there's one loss on the year for them. Connor Evans hasn't played that much, just trying to get into the lineup and get working here this year for the Colonels. And we get a quick turnover. It's going to go the other way. And coast to coast is going to be the Royals firing up first. Kyle DeVerna, the junior guard. I want to thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service for giving you live high school basketball today. Basiliga's pass to Mullins. Goes off his fingers. It is going to be the Royals basketball. Jackson Danzig, a youngster from Abington Heights, against Basiliga, who went through that same program. Basiliga is a senior. Three-point attempt here by the Royals. Off the mark. Rebound there. No go, and Connor Evans will come the other way. So Brockett unable to get that thing in, and Evans to the rack. Ripped there on the rebound by number 20, Matt Mancuso. Mancuso brings it down court, throws up an off-balance shot, and Mullins comes up with the rebound. Marcus Robinson trying to light up a three. Base is fast. Bailey, Danzig, and we're going to get an offensive charge here on Jackson Danzig. So his first, 18:35 on the clock. Frank Soroka at State Farm, also a sponsor here today for us, and our Carol and Janelle, the pizza capital of the world in Old Forge. So the Colonels will inbound here. It'll be Connor Evans bringing the ball up. Tommy Bowen now with the basketball. He's going to be guarded over there by Mancuso. Now back over to Mullins. Inside, Bowen gets it over to the corner. Basiliga back to Evans, going to drive. 4 on the shot clock, going to be short. And Bowens puts it up, can't make the rim. Hits the rim, we'll get a reset on the 30. Connor Evans now over to Bowen in the corner. Tommy Bowen coming off a couple of 20-point plus games for Wilkes. Last win against Albright for the Colonels. Now Marcus Robinson with the ball in the corner. They get it over to Mark Mullins. Mullins guarded over there by Logan Bailey. Bailey gets all ball. Looked like he got a little bit of arm, but no call. Ref said all ball, and now the ref's talking about it. No reset here. Only be a few ticks here on the clock for the Colonels. 4 to be exact. 17:37 on the clock. 2-0 the Royals lead. Robinson from the corner. Robinson right in his face, and Robinson cannot connect on that. Logan Bailey coming the other way. Great pass and a finish over there by number 22, Kyle DeVerna. Here comes the Colonels the other way. 4-0 the Royals. Fast and furious. A couple of freshmen going at it. Mullins hits that one. So you got Jackson Danzig and you got Logan Bailey, who came off an injury from last year. Basiliga is guarding Danzig right now. Danzig, part of that state championship team at Abington Heights. Connor Evans gets tagged over there. Little body check. That's going to go against Jack Brockett. 16:54 on the clock. 2-point advantage here for the University of Scranton. Bowen over to Evans. Danzig guarding Robinson. Basiliga guarded over there by DeVerna. Now Tommy Bowen with the basketball. Connor Evans gets it into Bowen, and Bowen gets stripped over there by DeVerna, but somebody got either body or a little bit of arm with that. So that foul does go against Kyle DeVerna, which will put Tommy Bowen on the line at the 16:39 mark. Shot goes. So coming in for Scranton is Ben Boslin, a freshman guard out of Colts Neck, New Jersey. Marywood and Kings will follow today's contest. Now there's a substitution here. They're talking about the uniform. I think he's going to have to take off the undershirt here. It's going to be number 40, Nolan Grenisevich. So he's got to change the undershirt. Scranton bringing in some other guys right now. They get it down low. They kick it back out. DeVerna's going to drive in. DeVerna to the rack. DeVerna misses, and DeVerna puts in his own rebound. Full court pressure now out of the Royals. And a steal as Tommy Bowen unable to hold on to that one. DeVerna with the basketball. Robinson will guard him. 6-4 is the lead. Now the Royals reset here. Get their offense moving. Logan Bailey in and out. So Bailey tried to go lefty on the right-hand side, and it bounced out. Mullins and Basiliga. And rejection as Tommy Bowen tried to go in, but Matthew Mancuso, all 6'7" of them, got a hand on it and rejected him right in front of me. Now we got some changes here for Scranton. Jedasevich is in. Jack Connolly is in. Connolly, a 6'4" senior. Now entering is Donovan Breeding for the Colonels. 15:32 on the clock here in the first half between these two. We'll see what Donovan Breeding could bring to the table here for the Colonels. Again, Pecorelli is out. Grenisevich shoots air. Mullins comes up with it. Marcus Robinson now. Wilkes hanging in there. Bowen Trying to go up and in and didn't go. Tommy Bowen went strong, but he's up against a couple of taller fellas, and then the ball bounced out. Nice bounce pass there from Scranton, and Jackson Danzig's three is no go. And coming up with that ball is going to be Donovan Breeding. Breeding coming down for the Colonels. Mullins can't find the net either. They've missed about 6 layups so far, the Colonels. Grenisevich gets it in, then back out. They have 3 wide open guys on the outside here for the Royals. That's Ben Bosland out there. Now it's Jackson Danzig, the 6'5 freshman. Danzig gets it over to his teammate, Jack Connolly. Connolly is dribbling. Mullins harassing him, ball on the ground, and Tommy Bowen ties it up for Grenisevich. Call a jump ball with 4 seconds on that clock. The shot clock, that is. Logan Bailey back in. And the 6'7" Matt Mancuso out of Bridgewater, New Jersey, he checks in as well as Grenisevich now comes out. There have been fast and furious changes here for the Royals substitution-wise, and that pass on the inbound is overthrown. Mullins gets stripped. Breeding passes, and that ball goes out of bounds, tipped away by Jack Connolly. Now we got a substitution coming for the Colonels. Zach Walzer is going to make his way into the ball game. Walzer wears number 32, and Zach Walzer is a senior now. Walzer usually puts in some good minutes, and Walzer wide open underneath, gets the bucket, quick pass from Marcus Robinson. They totally let him go. We're tied up at 6 apiece. 4 rebounds thus far for Mark Mullins in the game for the Colonels. Mancuso and DeVerna leading the charge with 3 apiece. So another substitution here for the University of Scranton. Landon Henry getting warmed up here for Wilkes. Mancuso driving and gets stopped by Walzer. Bailey, turnaround lefty, no go, and Mullins comes up with it now. It'll be Connor Evans coming down. Wide open, Donovan Breeding. Donovan Breeding gets hit. It's a jump ball, and it'll be Colonel basketball. Connor Evans comes out as Henry is in. That substitution for Scranton is Brockett back in. We got a 30-second timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout here as well, and we'll be back here on YouTube, the John Mendola Show. 6-6 to score early. All right, after the timeout, ready to go here at the 13:30 mark. Walzer gets it over to Landon Henry. Henry with the basketball, looking around to Marcus Robinson. Colonels trying to get their first lead of the game. Scranton got out quickly. Mullins, too many steps. And yes, DeVerna will come back in here for the U. Been a lot of quick substitutions here from Carl Danzig. He's got a couple electric freshmen that he hopes will fuel the steamboat here for a while. Getting it in the corner, back to Jackson Danzig. Under 13 minutes to play now. They scooted over Logan Bailey, runs one and no go. Rebound over there by number 21, Donovan Breeding. Breeding seeing his action here as a freshman in the Cross-county challenge, Marcus Robinson. Rebound. Marcus Robinson with the putback. So Robinson gets the front of the rim and then puts it back. Logan Bailey pushing the pace. They're getting it down. They're moving around. Very efficient passing. That's something that Coach Izzy mentioned this morning here on the John Mendola Show about the passing of Scranton. Very, very efficient team when they have the basketball. Moving it around. No go. Matthew Mancuso. Walzer with the rebound. Henry coming down. Getting it over. Marcus Robinson looking it in. Gets it inside by Breeding. And they call an offensive foul by Breeding. So Logan Bailey took that offensive push. Breeding is going to guard Danzig. So the inbound is going to be on the sideline. That was the mix-up. Tommy Bowen back in, and now the ball is inbounds for the University of Scranton. Moving the ball around, Logan Bailey a little off, and they get their own rebound. Mancuso inside, Walls are guarding him. Mancuso gets it to go. So we're tied up at 8, 11:47 on the clock. Not many points here between these two thus far. Walzer looking around. Landon Henry now with the basketball. He's got a guy 6'7" in his face. Bowen back to Marcus Robinson. Picked there. Robinson with the jumper near the free throw line. And it goes in and out. Rebound there by Mancuso. Jackson Danzig back the other way. Him and Logan Bailey just playing catch. 11:15 on the clock. Scranton with good ball movement, but then a quick turnover as they tried to get it pounded in to Mancuso. That'll bring Bailey out and Ben Bosland in. Wilkes gets Jack Bova now into the ballgame. Actually, it's going to be Drake Marshall. So Drake Marshall's a 6'3" freshman out of Virginia. Bova wears 15. Marshall wears 13. Tommy Bowen now with the basketball. Marcus Robinson. Get it over to the corner. Walzer looking around at the top of the free throw line. Guarded there by number 22, Kyle DeVerna, and a rebound. Now it's coming the University of Scranton way. Mancuso takes it all the way, and it goes off his leg. So good defense there. And Izzy Metz hustling down to get that basketball. Landon Henry will have that ball in his hands with 10:42 on the clock here in the first half. Walzer gets it over to Henry. Tommy Bowen setting up on the outside, trying to get open. He's guarded by Jackson Danzig. Nobody called that as Bowen tried to back down the defender. And Scranton playing some sloppy basketball right now. Another turnover for them. Bosland is in. And number 11 is Ben Bosland. Also checking in is number 3, Jack Connolly. Connolly out of Connecticut. Walzer has the basketball, top of the key, trying to get it to Robinson. Nobody open. Gets it over to Drake Marshall. And then Marshall gets the ball stripped away. And one on the play by number 22, Kyle DeVerna. Didn't look like anybody touched him from behind. And now we're going to get a timeout here for the Colonels. So 10-8 is the score, 9:58 on the clock. Audio timeout coming up here from Kings as Scranton and Wilkes. Verna will shoot the free throw, and still got a little bit of a spill here. Now they get it all cleaned up. DeVerna with the free throw, hits that one. Marcus Robinson will have the basketball right now. Trailing by 3 to the Royals. Drake Marshall out of Virginia. Walzer. Robinson cuts through. Now it's Marshall. Marshall for 3, way off. Nothing but air on that. Connor Evans is now in. Marcus Robinson comes out. Full court pressure here by the Colonels. Landon Henry will guard number 11 for the Royals. Of course, that is Ben Boslin. DeVerna gets it over to Genesevich, that is, out of Hazleton area. DeVerna passes to Boslin. Now Genesevich has it and has a nice touch to him, and that is no good. And then coming up with the rebound is Drake Marshall. Connor Evans now with the basketball at the 9-minute mark. Tried to get it into Walzer and Genesevich. I think they're going to call a foul on. So Bailey is back in. Danzig is back in. Basiliga is in for the Colonels. So all those changes notated. 8:56 on the clock. Scranton 5 of 18 in field goals. The Colonels just 3 of 16, shooting a whopping 18.8%. Connor Evans off the mark. Bowen with a big rip. Bowen gets stuffed. Bowen going to try it again. Bowen brings it out. Bowen had 3 guys underneath and just can't compete with those guys unless you have a massive pump fake to you. Henry looking. Play there by Walzer, and he gets stripped away, and Izzy Metz just scratches his head on that. Too quick, the University of Scranton. Danzig, we're going to get a foul on the floor. Should go against Basiliga. Put his hands on Danzig. We'll get substitutions on both sides. Matthew Mancuso will come in, the 6'7" center, and then Mark Mullins will enter number 12. It's still 11-8, a low scoring affair between these two. Shot in 3 is in and out. And Mancuso with great hustle at 6'7", long reach, and then Logan Bailey travels. Ball will go out of bounds here for the Colonels, trailing by 3 at the 8:07 mark. So 3 of 18 are the Colonels, 5 of 19 are the Royals shooting here this afternoon. Mark Mullins dribbles into some trouble. Connor Evans up to Tommy Bowen, not able to finish. And then Basiliga tries to put it in, and he's going to get fouled by number 20, Mancuso. Sometimes you get games like this where it's very defensive. 7:53 on the clock. Colonels are 0 for 4 from three-point land, and now 2 for 3 in the free throw department. In the meantime, There is not one three-pointer by the University of Scranton either. They are 0 for 4. That free throw goes. 11-9 at a substitution. Number 12 comes in, and that is Jack Brockett. Brockett, a 6'1" guard from Shamong, New Jersey. Bailey dribbling around, gets it over to Danzig, who's going to be the point guard here. That's 6'5". Moving it around. Bowen tried to front Mancuso, couldn't do it. Mancuso goes in to score. So 6'7" Mancuso. They always seem to have a guy 6'7", 6'8", and that's the kind of guys that go to the University of Scranton. Mullins dribbles in. Mullins throws up a prayer, no go, and now they're going to call that. Mancuso fell, and Tommy Bowen, they said, grabbed his arm. 13-9 now. A little bit of a cushion when you're at 4 points here with these two squads. And again, it's been a tight, low-scoring game. 7 minutes on the clock, and Landon Henry comes up with it, gets it to Clay Basiliga. He's got a 1-on-2. Basiliga to the rack. Basiliga can't find the hole. Came up short. Tommy Bowen couldn't do it. Tried it again. 2 for a quarter. Could he get 3? And he gets it again. Gets it out. Henry now to Mullins. Mullins gets it poked away. Basiliga with the jumper from the corner. And Scranton comes up with a rebound. So the rip over there by Jack Brockett. Mancuso, can they stop the big guy underneath? They cannot. Looking for a hook there. No call. 16, now 15-9, that is. Wilkes can't find the bottom of the bucket. They are 3 from 23, shooting 13%. Connor Evans driving. Connor Evans steps out of bounds. Marcus Robinson will check in. Basiliga in. 6:10 on the clock here in the first half. So here comes the University of Scranton. They'll try a 3. That one is long. Connor Evans comes up with the basketball, and they're going to get Logan Bailey on a foul. Connor Evans real smart about that. He baited Bailey and got Bailey to come into him. 5:52 on the clock. 15-9 is the score. Here comes Connor Evans and the Wilkes University offense. Evans to Robinson. Robinson's off. Tommy Bowen uses his body well, and they will get number 20, Mancuso, on a foul. Mancuso not happy. Genesevich is out. That'll be the second foul on Mancuso. So they make a free throw, 15-10, 5:38 on the clock. Second free throw by Bowen, bounces high, no go. Robinson harassed there, and so did Mullins. I'll call it on Mullins. And here comes the Royals. 15-10. Defensive affair here. I want to thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service for sponsoring today's game, along with Frank's Rocatch State Farm in Tunkhannock. And going the other way, number 22, Kyle DeVerna gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. 7-point lead. Landon Henry with the basketball. Wilkes needs some kind of consistent offensive threat here with Rob Pecorelli in a boot. Landed Henry for three. Long rebound to the Royals, and the Royals come down. Danzig. And going to be picked off there, though, kept alive by DeVerna. And DeVerna will drive in, and DeVerna will score. And Wilkes takes a timeout. 19-10 the score. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. We'll be back here on the John Mendola Show. All right, we're back to live action here at King Scanlon Gymnasium, where the Wilkes University Colonels trail by 9. They can't seem to get their offense going. It's Connor Evans now trying to take it to the rack, but Scranton's pretty long in spots, including Danzig, who's 6'5". Jenna Savage is 6'6". Henry over to Connor Evans, way out there for three. No go. So Wilkes taking opportunities here, but they're a little too far beyond the arc. Danzig, athletic move, athletic play, gets it to go. 21-10, they're up 11. Marcus Robinson finds Mark Mullins, able to finish over Jenna Savage. Well, nice play there by Mullins, 21-12, 3:53 and counting. Danzig off the rack as he drives in. 6'5", going up against a smaller defender. Evans over to Mullins, back to Henry. Tommy Bowen to Robinson. Back to Evans. Now skip pass to Tommy Bowen. Tommy Bowen trying to drive in, and he does! Tommy Bowen over Jenna Savage. And now quick transition. Kyle DeVerna is stuffed by Bowen, but then Henry was out of bounds. And now you'll get Mancuso back in. Having that guy who's 6'7", has a nice presence down low, helps a lot here for the Royals. 23-14 is the score. 3:21 on the clock. Mancuso finds Logan Bailey, unable to finish on that. So Bailey has struggled a little bit offensively here for the Royals in his freshman campaign. Mullins gets it to go from Connor Evans. And the Colonels have a little bit of a spurt right now. 23-16. Able to put some points on the board in such a tough defensive affair. They go up to a whopping 20% shooting after 3 in a row. They were having a tough time there. And the first three-pointer of the ball game, light it up. So neither team had a three up until then, and that one goes in by Jack Brockett. 2:31 on the clock, 26-16, 10-point advantage. Pace picking up just a little bit here. No call by Evans on a travel. Good pass to Mullins. Connor Evans to Mark Mullins, and we got a connection, 26-18. 2:14 on the clock. Scranton getting it over to Ben Bosland. We're going to get a foul down low. Bowen is going to be called on that. So 2 fouls now on Tommy Bowen. Walzer is in. Walzer trying to guard Mancuso, trying to front him the best he could. Jump step there, goes for a travel as number 11, Ben Bosland, is called on the walk. 1:59 on the clock, 26-18 to score. The Royals lead. The Colonels want to thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service. They've been doing it for over 90 years. Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Hazleton, Kingston, and Williamsport. And, of course, our friends are Carol and Janelle, the pizza capital of the world, Old Fortune. Frank Soroka at State Farm in Tunkhannock, sponsoring live high school, that is live college basketball today here on the John Mendola Show. Had some high school basketball the last couple of days with the Riverside Lady Vikes winning the Taylor Lions tournament. Marcus Robinson for 3. Marcus Robinson hits the first Colonel 3 of the day. 26-21, they trail by 5. Danzig calls out the elbow. Corner shot here, and that's a 3. So the second one lit up there by Jack Brockett, 29-21, and University of Scranton now trying to stay tight. Danzig is in. Jenna Savage heads out. Jenna Savage, you're saying, is about 6'8". Out of Hazleton with a real successful run they had last year. Drake gets it to go. Drake Marshall takes that into the rack. 29-23, 57 seconds on the clock here in the first half. The Scranton Royals in front. Lit up a couple of threes, but the Colonels have gotten their offense working. Good pass there by Danzig. He finds number 11, Bosland. It's now 31-23 with 36 seconds on the clock here at Kings in the Cross County Challenge. Inside, they pound it. Mullins gets stuffed. Drake Marshall goes up, and he takes a hard fall there as he fell laterally on his body. Pull him up off the floor. Tough play there. And Drake Marshall's slow to get up. 31-23. Jack Boba is going to come in for Marshall right now. And DeVerna will head over to the free throw line. DeVerna, 6'1", out of Rockville Center, New York. We'll bring in number 4, Brian Monahan, out of Florham Park, New Jersey. .20 seconds on the clock. Marcus Robinson. Colonels trail by 8. Bova. Evans, 12 seconds now. Walzer gives him a pick. Evans tries to get around it, gets away with a little carry there. And Evans gets the bucket. 4 seconds on the clock. 31-25. Jackson Danzig from half court. And it's going to come up short. So the Colonels fight back to within 6. We'll get to some halftime stats as we get a little bit closer to the second half, as we thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service for sponsoring today's game. And we'll get back to more here on the John Mendola Show. All right, we're ready for the second half between Wilkes and the University of Scranton. Live college basketball here on the John Mendola Show. And that shot up quickly here by Kyle DeVerna goes up and in from three-point land. Connor Evans now dribbling around, goes out of bounds and then not out of bounds and stays inbounds. And now coming down for the U, pounded into Mancuso. He gets harassed under there. Bailey for three, and Logan Bailey hits a three. 37-25, opening up the University of Scranton. Evans now spinning around, gets it over to Mullins. Mullins now to Evans, and then we got a kick there by Logan Bailey. And that goes out of bounds. So the stats for Wilkes, 10 of 34 shooting in that first half. 14 of 32 for Scranton. Tommy Bowen backing it in. Tommy Bowen, no go, and a rip rebound there by Logan Bailey, who seems a little fired up here to start the second half. DeVerna off the rim. Basiliga comes up with a rebound. Basiliga gets it over to Connor Evans. Up court to Marcus Robinson. The pace quickens here to start this second half. Mullins now back over to the corner and Basiliga. Clay Basiliga gets stuffed over there by Mancuso. And then Marcus Robinson. And he's going to get fouled by Logan Bailey with 18:20 on the clock. So Coach Danzig yelling out the commands here. Marcus Robinson will head over to the free throw line. Well, the Colonel shot nearly 28%, and University of Scranton 46% from the field. Wilkes 11% from beyond the arc. And the U now up to 50% from beyond the arc. 37-27, a 10-point deficit here for the Colonels, taking on the Royals. So Kyle DeVerna with the basketball. Logan Bailey now gets it over to Jackson Danzig. Danzig with a couple of ball fakes. A steal, Tommy Bowen, now to Clay Basiliga. Basiliga has it and gets it over to Bowen. Bowen eyes up a three, says no. Marcus Robinson for three. Marcus Robinson to the left of it. And Mancuso comes up with the rebound. Danzig over to the corner. They pound it inside. Mancuso now from the outside, and Basiligo comes up with the rip. Connor Evans up court. So Marcus Robinson. Bowen trying to establish position underneath, and he gets fouled by Mancuso as he tried to seal him out. Foul on the floor, third foul on Mancuso. Marcus Robinson for the three. Marcus Robinson hits that one. 37-30, 17-10 on the clock. Mancuso's going to drive on Bowen. They call it offensive. They do not. They call it on Bowen. So Mancuso had his arm up, and Mats can't believe that one. And Izzy's going to talk to the officials. We have a timeout on the floor. or back to live action here. 17-14 is 37-30 is the score. That is, between these two, it is the University of Scranton with the lead. 17-14 was the time as we re-enter the ball game here in the second half. Logan Bailey gets the dish and finishes. Connor Evans back over. Tommy Bowen now to Evans. Evans to Tommy Bowen, and they call a travel. Connor Evans can't believe that call, and neither could Izzy Metz. 16:39 on the clock and a 9-point advantage here for the Royals. Kyle DeVerna brings it up quickly. 3-point attempt, and nailing it is going to be number 12, Jack Brockett. So Brockett able to put that in 42-30. Royals looking to stay unbeaten here this afternoon. Colonels only one loss on the year. Robinson gets it over to Mullins. Mullins gets it in Tommy Bowen. And Bailey right there. Thought he had ball, must have had a little body with it. And he does, and Landon Henry will get ready to check in now. 16-10 on the clock, a 12-point advantage here for the Royals. Bowen up and in. 42-31. Landon Henry checks in. Clay Basiliga comes out. Third foul on Logan Bailey. Bowen goes up and in. 42-32. 10-point deficit. And here comes Jackson Danzig. And he gets picked from behind by Marcus Robinson. And he gets some body with the ball. And Danzig went flying. Tommy Bowen helped pick him up. So good sportsmanship there. 16:07 on the clock. Henry guarding DeVerna. He got a tough assignment there. Giving up about 4 inches. DeVerna physically put together as well. That hurt a couple fingers, and you heard that sound. Now they get it back outside. Kick it back out. Rocket, no go. Robinson with a rebound. Marcus Robinson going to push it. Jackson Danzig comes up to catch him. Landon Henry with the basketball. Henry gets it over to Robinson. Trailing by 10 with 15:28 to go. Robinson, Mark Mullins for the tray, off the front of the rim and bounces out. Now coming down, the Royals get a rebound, put it back up and in DeVerna. So the miss there by Jack Brockett, and DeVerna gets it in off the University of Scranton as they tried to throw a bomb down court, the Colonels. Checking back in will be number 3, Jack Connolly. Walser now checking back in for the Colonels. Connor Evans with the basketball. Connor Evans, as we're going to get an illegal screen here by Walser. (44-32) the score. 12-point lead here by the University of Scranton. Marcus Robinson, Danzig, all trying to guard him. Moving around, DeVerna, Henry, Mullins down to the corner. It's Danzig for 3, and Jackson Danzig hits that tray. Out of bounds on the Royals as they tried. Colonels get the ball up court. Colonels will bring in number 21, Donovan Breeding. Jack Brockett back in. So a lot of quick substitutions here from the University of Scranton as the afternoon progresses. 15-point advantage here for the Royals. Breeding now with the basketball. Breeding gets it over to Robinson. Robinson looking, gets it in to Walzer. Walzer dribbles once, gets stuffed, and then Robinson, no go, and then Mullins. And Mullins gets stuffed as well. And the University of Scranton playing awfully tall right now. Ball stays right here, gets knocked out of bounds by the Colonels. Now they kick it back out. 3-point try by Genesevich, no go. Breeding with the rebound. Breeding gets it over to Henry. So Evans is on the bench and Landon Henry going to see if he can direct something here. Colonel's down 15. They get it into Mullins. Mullins dribbles once. Mullins kicks it back out. Breeding for 3. Breeding off the mark. And then rebound here by number 22, Kyle DeVerna. Inside, ball game, and good. Genesevich gets it over to number 3, Jack Connolly. We have a timeout on the floor. 49-32. We'll take an audio timeout. We'll be back here at Scanlon Gymnasium. We're back to live action here. 49-32 is the score. The Colonels trail the Royals here at the Cross County Challenge in the second half. Carl Danzig's group putting up enough offense. The Colonels just not able to get their offense going. And it's really struggling, shooting 26% on the afternoon. Mullins gets the ball stripped away. So the Royals are up to 47% shooting. Also 46% from the three-point line. Colonels have hit just 2 of 13 from beyond the arc this afternoon. That tells part of the story. They were in this thing for a while, and they get it to 10 points, and then the Royals just seem to add to it. Genesevich. Turnover. Henry to Marcus Robinson. Robinson skip pass to Breeding. Breeding gets it in to Mullins. Mullins gets it knocked away, but it's going to be a foul. It's going to be a reach there on number 11, Ben Boslin. Danzig Mancuso return. So Brockett and DeVerna played the most minutes in the first half. DeVerna played nearly 18 of them. For the Colonels, they had 3 guys with 16, and Bowen played 15-51, so pretty much a small rotation there. Breeding tried to get it into Walzer, and that ball goes out of bounds. So the continuity that not there right now for the Colonels. 12:43 on the clock. Here come the Royals. Danzig. Now we're going to get a foul underneath. Breeding fouls Mancuso underneath. Mancuso looking, gets it over, cross court, and then they kick it back over to Mancuso. Guarded over there, and double dribbled. Technical foul called on Mancuso as well. Slammed the basketball. He was a little frustrated. He got fouled, and then he ran around a little bit, so you could see that happening. Mancuso's going to take a quick break. Coming off real calm right now, just a slow walk for him. And Coach Danzig doesn't even acknowledge him, just kind of lets him go, blow off some steam, and that's that. And Marcus Robinson hits a couple of free throws. 49-34, 12-24 on the clock. Thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service, Frank's Eurocatch State Farm in Tunkhannock, and our Carol Janelle in the pizza capital of the world, Old Forge, for sponsoring basketball here today. Men's college basketball here at Scanlon Gymnasium and the Cross County Challenge. Well, life as a college basketball coach for the Danzig family, and Carl Danzig has had a couple of kids go through his program at the University of Scranton, so that's positive, getting a nice quality education there. And all you're doing is coaching some basketball. Not too bad of a gig, right? No stress. I'm sure there's a lot. Mark Mullins goes up, no go, and Jenna Savage gets fouled. Between Walzer and Mullins, and Izzy saying, guys, you got to use your head. Be smart. Oh, chase after that. 49-34, that score at 12:07 to go. As Marywood heads to the dressing room to get changed for our next game, which is Kings and Marywood. Of course, we're already broadcasting the Colonels, so we'll broadcast them against Marywood tomorrow afternoon. Hustled by Marcus Robinson. Breeding will come out. Tommy Bowen will come back in. Walzer and Bowen now in. Mullins, Henry, and number 10, Marcus Robinson. Rob Pecorelli with the boot on. Banged up. We're not sure how long that injury will last for him. Danzig in and out. Landon Henry with the rebound. Henry going to drive. Landon Henry high off the glass. So Landon Henry gets that bucket high off the glass and scores it over number 11, Boslin. Jenna Savage with a nice touch after 5-footer in the lane, puts it in. 51-36 to score. Full court pressure here from the University of Scranton. 11:23 on the clock. Mullins now with the basketball. Gets it over to Henry. Henry looking around to Marcus Robinson. Back over. Out of Robinson for three. A little long. Mark Mullins with the rebound. Mark Mullins gets hammered underneath, and he'll head to the free throw line. So two Royals converged on him with 11:06 on the clock. Not easy nowadays to be a college athlete. There's so many things going on. And you see guys that pretty good back in high school. You're coming on, you got a little more responsibility, a little more time on your shoulders, and you got to kind of make it all work. So for the Colonels, Drake Marshall is going to return. He had that hard fall in the first half, and he seems to be moving around okay. He got up really, really slowly after that. 51-37. They're checking out the scorers table right now. There's some conversation. Carl Danzig's over there with a couple of the officials to make sure everything's good. Izzy Metz thinking everything is okay. As we sort it all out, and Mullins heads over to the free throw line. That free throw is good. 51-38, 11 minutes here on the clock in the second half. Danzig looking around. Wilkes is gone now with a zone look. Danzig behind his back. Gets it in. They kick it back out. DeVerna for three. Looks good. It's long. And Landon Henry comes up with the rebound. Henry now pushes down. Marcus Robinson. Robinson cross-court pass to Drake Marshall. Marshall over to Henry now to 10:34 mark. Trailing by 13. Pump it into Tommy Bowen. Bowen fooling around in there. Bowen gets it. Misses. Bowen on the rebound and one! Anytime Mancuso is out, Bowen seems to get in there and get a couple of points. He'll get the end one. So Coach Danzig trying to coach up Genesevich, saying, listen, I need you to be a presence in there. All 6'8" of them. That free throw no go. And now the Royals do control. Coming down court. DeVerna kicks it back out. Cross court pass. Trying to move things around to block it. And then Marcus Robinson with a rebound. Getting it over to Mullins. No walk there. Tommy Bowen with the basketball. Bowen trying to back down Genesevich. And now he gets it back out quickly. And now Marcus Robinson gets it into Tommy Bowen. Bowen inside, and Bowen loses the ball. It's going to be a foul. So Tommy Bowen will head over to the free throw line. 51-49, 46 on the clock. And let's see what Wilkes could do on that free throw line. 13 of 16 is 81%. They'll take that all day. Meantime, Scranton has shot just 2 free throws on the afternoon. Colonels have shot 16. So that's a big stat difference and a 10-point deficit. Hogan Bailey now comes out. Bowen for the free throw. Got the roll. 9:46 on the clock. It is now 51-42. They are down 9. Kicking it over, kicking it around, kicking it every way they can. Now the Royals moving it around. They converge here. The zone trying to work. And a 3-point bucket from Kyle DeVerna. 9:13 on the clock. And DeVerna hits a huge 3 there for the University of Scranton, who are now 44% from beyond the arc. Matchup now is down low. Tommy Bowen has the matchup and one! Tommy Bowen able to score on a guard and gets it over number 3, Jack Connolly. Oh man, Mancuso just sits on the bench. 54-44. And Bowen gets that roll as well. So Tommy Bowen stepping up. He's got 15 points right now. But most of his points have come from the free throw line. Shooting up Danzig. No travel called there. Connolly for 3. And Connolly hits the 3. Thought Landon Henry tipped a piece of that. He did not. Well, Drake Marshall and Landon Henry will see what they can do business-wise here for the Colonels. 8:30 on the clock. And Connolly going to be called on a hold. So Tommy Bowen, once again, head of that free throw line, seeing what he can do. Gets it. (57-46) is the score. 8:27 on the clock. Rebound here for the Royals. Shot from the corner, in and out. Mullins. Henry. Marcus Robinson. And Marcus Robinson trying to throw a no-looker to Tommy Bowen. 8:06 on the clock. Colonels trail by 11. Danzig calling out the play he wants. So Danzig over to DeVerna. DeVerna guarded by Robinson. Drake Marshall underneath. Jackson Danzig gets a second move, and Jackson Danzig able to get that one to convert. 59-46, 7:40 on the clock. Drake Marshall now will drive. Drake Marshall, ugly look, was it goaltending? Now the officials are going to have to discuss that. Let's see what they call. Shooting two will be Marshall. And that free throw is short. So Drake Marshall will see what he can do here at the 7:33 mark. Free throw is long. 59-46 the score, 7:29 on the clock. I want to thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service locations at Wilkes, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport for sponsoring today's game, along with Frank's Rocatch, State Farm, and Tunkhannock, and our friends at R. Carroll and Janelle, the pizza capital of the world in Old Forge. Danzig now with the basketball. Danzig for about 10 feet. Danzig misses. Connor Evans comes up with the rebound. Mark Mullins and a steal here. Boslin. And Boslin gets fouled. We'll head over to the free throw line. So Boslin just sat. Kind of blended in a little bit. And then he ended up coming up with the steal at the 7:03 mark here. It is a 13-point deficit here for the Colonels. Free throw is short. Now Jack Bova comes in for Marshall. Free throw is good. Connor Evans with the basketball. Mullins to Robinson. Working hard down low is number 4, Tommy Bowen. 6:50 on the clock. 60-46. 14-point deficit here for the Colonels. Connor Evans for three. Connor Evans hits that one. 60-49. 11-point deficit. Colonels aren't going away yet. Shooting percentage up to 31%. Danzig kicks it out to his buddy, and there's an instant three. It is Jack Connolly. So they are at 47% from three-point line and 48% overall for the field. That'll get you some wins. Connor Evans almost traveled on that, really drug that foot. Tommy Bowen, double team. Matt Mullins, Marcus Robinson, Connor Evans. Connor Evans going to drive. Connor Evans dishes. And it'll be Colonel basketball with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Logan Bailey makes an appearance now. Bailey's got 5 points in 21 minutes. Danzig has 9 points in 28 minutes. And DeVerna leads everybody with 21 points. Marcus Robinson with a tray in the corner. Big bucket there. 63-52. 5:47 on the clock. Inside ball game. Connolly has been a killer here in the second half. So Connolly just scoring bucket after bucket. He's up to 10 points. And he's had 3 or 4 in a row here. He's got a tough task down low. Jack Bova for three. Jack Bova lighted up. Bova is a 3-point specialist, 65-55. 10-point deficit. Colonel's trying to hang in there. Danzig saying we're fine. Trying to calm down his players on the bench. Logan Bailey off his hands. Tommy Bowen the other way. Tommy Bowen gets it to Marcus Robinson. Now gets it over to Bova. Bova somehow keeps his hand on it. Connor Evans. Connor Evans gets touched. Connor Evans will get over to the free throw line as we get a body foul on the floor. 4:57 on the clock, and we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take an audio timeout. We'll be back here on the John Mendola Show and the Colonels Network. So here's Connor Evans at the 4:57 mark. Colonels trail by 10. Free throw goes. Free throw goes as well. Henry now comes in. Bogle will come out. .50 now on the clock, 65-57. Bailey kicks it over the corner. Now they skip past it to Connolly, back over to DeVerna, and back to Danzig. Danzig with the basketball. Back over to DeVerna. Bailey trying to post up, box out there, missed shot. Marcus Robinson gets the rebound. So Marcus Robinson with a long rebound. Colonels have an opportunity right here. Connor Evans. Marcus Robinson for three. Marcus Robinson just missed. And a rebound by Kyle DeVerna. 4:16 on the clock. Now they get it over to number 12, Jack Brockett. Inside Connolly. Connolly misses. Rebound. Colonels have an opportunity here. They had one last time round. Now they get it to Robinson. Under 4 minutes to play right now, and the Colonels trail by 8. Hanging in with the Royals of Scranton. Marcus Robinson. Marcus Robinson on the drive. Marcus Robinson in and out. But Robinson comes up with it. Tommy Bowen kept it alive. Landed Henry for three. No go. Bowen battling underneath. And we're going to get a foul on Connolly down low, as Bowen has been like a worm under there. Tommy Bowen on that free throw line. He's got 15 points. 9 of 12 from the free throw line. 3:41 on the clock. That one goes. So Janisevich is now in. Here comes the Royals. 65-59. Colonels trail by 6. Danzig. Whose foot did it go off? Him or Robinson? Went off of Marcus Robinson's. DeVerna will inbound. Gets it over to Janusevich. Bailey. Janusevich, did he travel? Oh, foul. Thought he traveled. They're going to call a foul there. Janusevich took an extra step, so it looked like. Missed the dunk. That foul is going to go against Connor Evans. So Janusevich on the free throw. He makes it. Jack Bova now back into the ball game for Henry. 3:11 on the clock, 66-59. And here comes Connor Evans. 3:05 on the clock. The Colonels trail by 8. Robinson almost turned it over. And Bova, errant pass from Robinson to Bova. And Henry comes in, and Bova goes out. 2:58 on the clock, still an 8-point lead here for the Royals. DeVerna gets it down to Danzig. Danzig looks pretty darn comfortable between him and DeVerna and dribbling that basketball. Danzig's got a foot on Henry with that matchup. Janusevich back over. Skip, DeVerna for 3. Got to be short. Tommy Bowen goes up and gets the rebound. Here comes Connor Evans and the Colonels at the 2:30 mark, trailing by 8. Matt Mullins now with it. Mullins dribbles around. Bowen. Tommy Bowen's going to dribble in. Tommy Bowen up. Tommy Bowen off the glass, misses. Now the Royals have control one more time underneath. Danzig with the basketball. Inside, they get it to Janusevich, and Janusevich misses, but he gets fouled. So Bova will come back in. Well, this cross-county challenge has been going on for some time. Not sure how much longer they're going to continue this tradition. Been pretty good, that's for sure. I think they take it in a year-by-year approach. Janusevich hits that free throw. 69-59 to score, exactly 2 minutes to play here between the University of Scranton and the Wilkes University Colonels. Connor Evans. And they're going to call a foul offensive on Connor Evans. Let's say he pushed .153 on the clock. So Evans pushes Brockett. And now Danzig has the basketball. Henry will guard him. Shot there by number 22, DeVerna, no go. And then a turnover on the other end, and they said they stepped on the line. Jack Bova will come back in. 1:23 on the clock, 69-59. Colonels not going away yet. Seemed like they should have if you're a University of Scranton fan, but Colonels just won't quit. Marcus Robinson. And Marcus Robinson throws away to Mullins. And we're going to get a timeout here for the Colonels. So a lot of turnovers here for the Colonels. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back here on the John Mendola Show. So the Royals will inbound here back to live action, leading by 10 over the Colonels. Kyle DeVerna gets it over to his teammate, and then we get a quick foul. So, nice play by Jack Brockett. And Brockett will head over to the free throw line of the 1:11 mark. Izzy Metz watching on here for his Colonels. And that free throw no go. Tommy Bowen and Bova back in. Mullins from Robinson, nice cut. 70-61, not 1 minute on the clock and a foul over there by the Colonels. I'll say 59.1 seconds to go. Evans now has 5 fouls. He'll head out. Landon Henry will head in. Danzig will try this free throw. A little long. Tommy Bowen will go over to talk to Izzy Metz right now. Jack Bova now in to try to get the rebound as well for the Colonels. Danzig's free throw is short. Bova does come up with it. Marcus Robinson. They're down 9, 56 seconds on the clock. We'll need real crisp looks here. The Colonels get it over to Mullins. Mullins back over. Marcus Robinson, long three. And that's long on the shot. And Danzig is twisting around and caught Bowen in the face. So Danzig will come over to the free throw line. 42 seconds, a 9-point deficit right now for the Colonels. Free throw by Danzig. Carl Danzig, dad of Jackson Danzig. Danzig's got some pretty good points tonight. This afternoon, that is. He's up to 11. Kyle DeVerna leading all scorers with 21. Jack Bova, three-pointer, good. Jack Bova is 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. So Jack has done his job of coming in and getting some points. 8-point lead right now here for the Royals. 23 seconds on the clock. Good, crisp defense here, but Scranton just doing a good job of moving it around. Kyle DeVerna. 14.3 seconds to go. (74-64) is the score. Landon Henry coming down now with the basketball for the Colonels. Lights up a three, going to be short. And it'll be Royal basketball. That'll be the final points here this afternoon between these two. Unless Marcus Robinson steals like he does, throws one up, almost puts it in, and now that'll be it. So a good steal there by Robinson. But 74-64 will be the final score as the University of Scranton take care of the Wilkes University Colonels this afternoon without Rob Pecorelli. But a real good game here by the Royals to stay unbeaten. In the meantime, Wilkes goes out and down. We'll be back tomorrow for Marywood and Wilkes here at Kings.